I don't like this new time. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or good day wherever you happen to be today. I'm sleepy. I don't drink coffee. Coffee is not life for me. I'm sorry. It's just not a thing. All right. But yeah, hi, hello. How are you guys? Y'all doing good? You guys ready? I have hot cocoa this morning, no tea. Hot cocoa is like when I'm super sleepy and I really need like something to wake me. You need sugar, all right? You don't need caffeine. You need sugar. Yeah, hot cocoa is yummy. Yum 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 yum. You're a coffee addict? Yeah, my boss is too. He drinks coffee like it's water. I worked as an electrician's assistant for a while, and my boss in that job was hilarious because he had this mug that was like, oh, I swear, it was like 9 inches in diameter. Like it was huge. It was like a mixing bowl, but it had like this base that like curved under, so it would look like a mixing bowl, but then it had like a 4-inch bottom that was just the perfect size to fit inside of the cup holder of your car. It was the weirdest mug. It held like 2 pots of coffee. It was ridiculous. And he would drink the whole thing twice a day. It was coffee. It wasn't water. It was just, poor guy. Anyway, that was a lot. That was a lot of coffee. Yeah, so yeah, twice a day. All right. We're gonna play bingo this morning in about 20 minutes, I think. I want to do a really quick audio balancing check to make sure things sound okay to you guys. Oh, you want to see the card? Okay. Let's go over the card that I got randomly generated here. This is mine. I just clicked a button and we'll see how this goes. Let's see. I have some really basic stuff, some wish list stuff. Oh no, I'm not gonna get bingo. I got Switch announcement. Oh, I made I made a dead spot. Whoops. Okay, so we know this is Lantern Right, obviously. I have labeled this Lantern Right, so we're cheating a little bit there. But I'm thinking on here, we're going to get a new world boss, because it's time. Condensed resin increase. We'll go, not like a resin increase, a condensed resin increase, because right now we can only hold 5. I want to hold, like, 8, at least. Hoping for some Fontaine teasers. I know it's a little early, but I would like some. I'm gonna keep asking for it until it comes out. Basically, I was not thinking like teaser, but like, you remember when they were teasing Inazuma? They teased it a little bit early, and they showed us a little bit of like concept art and stuff. That's kind of what I would like. But also, if a character comes in and they're like Fontaine-ish, or they give us lots of Fontaine lore, or we get a Fontaine quest, not quest, like an event, that would be cool. That counts. I'm not gonna get bingo today. I can already tell from this card. Because I put in like a lot of far-fetched things on here. Anyway, I put in Chi-Chi story quest because, again, Lantern Right, and she's one of the only standard banner characters without one. Here's Copium for changes to the standard banner. I'd like to see some changes there. Honestly, like the characters on the standard banner are fine. They did just add Tignari to it, but I would like to see them add some weapons to the standard banner. I think that would be nice. Oh, Jinho, thanks for the super chat. Good morning. You're excited today. Alhaitham Story Quest is kind of a free spot. Hopefully that's something we're gonna get. Switch announcement is a dead spot. I'm still holding out. I still want to play on my Switch. Can we at least get like a teaser and they'd be like 2024 when the new Switch comes out, if that's what we're gonna get? Anyway. No, the resin increase isn't big copian. This is condensed resin increase, guys. Condensed resin. Because right now we can only hold 5. I would like to be able to hold like 2 days worth of resin instead of just 1 day. That's all. It's not like an actual resin cap increase. So it's not as copium as like a regular resin increase, all right? Just saying. There is no Kaching story quest yet either. So if you got that on your card, that's what that is. I really want to see her get one, especially since she's been really prominently featured in the last 2 Lantern Rites. Can we just like get her quest already? It's so weird that 4 stars have story quests when she doesn't. It's just super weird. If you see Ping appears, that's Madam Ping. I put in a bunch of like appears as kind of like semi-free spaces because I just wanted to have some cheat spaces because I never win bingo. I want to win a bingo. Leave me alone. I thought we might get an Osile family member that's seeking revenge again, because first we got Osile and then we got his wife, and now I'm thinking, well, maybe we're gonna get Osile babies showing up. So that'd be fun. 4-star story quests. Yeah. Kaya, Lisa, and Amber all have story quests. They're all 4 stars. So, I mean, that counts. Yep. Shenhe story quest. I would like to see that. It feels like it's time. It's been a year. Changes to the shop. I was hoping for some changes to the Paimon's Bargains shop. It's never been updated. They've never added new characters to it or new weapon options. You might also on your card have like an event weapon option, right? In the shop. I was thinking it would be really nice if they gave us the ability to access old event weapons with Star Glitter. So that's what that one is. I want more Zhao lanterns because I didn't make enough during the first one, and then I kept accidentally releasing them because of where they were in my inventory, and now I'm out and I'm really sad. So I want to make more of them again. That'd be nice. Jade Chamber Rinding is not a story quest. It's an interlude quest. It does not count as a story quest. Those are 2 separate things. Just keep that in mind. Case in point, Yelan released during an Archon quest interlude, and she got a story quest. Those are 2 separate things. So this is still a reasonable ask. Jade Chamber event, like an actual event, not like a quest, like an event. New teapot features. I feel like they do that everything. So every whatever. Kokomi rerun. No, not this. It'd be weird for them to run her this patch, I think. Shangling needs a quest too. She has one. I have a Baiju appearance, new desert region, because I really want to go explore the tornado. Guoba appearance. I did not list Shangling. I listed Guoba because Moon Chase. I want more Adepti stuff. Free Yao Yao because Lantern Rite. Yay. Yelan rerun seems like a good time. I really want additional world levels. It'd be really cool if they would add that. Summon counter. This is on the wish screen right now. Like, you can go through your wish history, but like, first off, it takes a couple hours to show up, and then you still have to manually count, and it's super annoying. So I wish they'd just like tell me how, like, what my numbers are. That'd be nice. And then live collaboration, or sorry, live collab. I am not awake, you guys. Live concert and new collaboration. Those are basically everything on my card. I don't remember everything I put on the other cards. I don't remember. There was some stuff. We'll see. I have a lot of cheat spaces, but again, we're playing bingo. We're not like, you know, trying to what I don't know what other thing we'd need to do that's like what's the word? Yeah. Anyway. I want to like just really quick just do a sound test. This is just to make sure that the balance is okay for you guys, okay? Does this sound okay to you? Is it too low? Okay, hold on.
There appeared to be
Let's
a
try that.
prominent figure among the yokai, and when he spoke, the other yokai fell silent.
You there, young
Is it
man.
still low?
Do you drink sake?
Yes, I do.
Ha! Then join us.
Okay.
We can enjoy tonight's festivities together.
Now it's loud
And so,
compared to
the
me.
yokai and
Okay,
samurai
we'll turn it down a little
celebrated
bit.
together.
We'll split the difference.
The two
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Festival, the Akitsu Hazara. Their spectacular game ended in a draw, and a new friendship was
All right,
forged.
cool. Awesome. Love it. Love it, 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 love it. I am so sleepy. Oh dear. Guys, if you have been to the Twitch stream or you have watched the trailer already, please don't spoil it for the people who are in here waiting. All right. The only thing that I think it's fine if you guys add in here are like the codes if you want to add them early. Like that's totally fine. But like if you know what's happening in the Twitch stream or you just watched the trailer because apparently it just came out, don't, you know. When in YouTube, about 13 minutes. Yeah, the YouTube premiere is like 3-4 hours early, depending on if it's daylight savings time or not. It's early. It's usually around noon my time, and it's like friggin' 8 right now, almost 8. $13 or $30? $13. Why not going with Twitch stream? Because Twitch is awful. Listen, I have beef with the Twitch streams, and it's literally because every single time I go to Twitch, and this might just be a me problem, but every time I go to Twitch and I try to join, it never starts when it's supposed to. Like the auto start never starts when it's supposed to. And then it plays ads at the very beginning. And so I always miss like the first 2 to 3 minutes of the trailer. And then the little chibi characters or whatever come on screen and they're like, oh, wasn't that exciting? You saw all that, right? And I'm like, no, I didn't see shit because I can't pause. And then there was the Hazo incident where things just kept looping on each other. Like, Twitch is not made for pre-recorded content. It's not optimized for it. So I don't like to I prefer Twitch when it's actually live content. But this is a pre-recording that they're playing as live content. And it's different. And YouTube is much better suited for it. And I don't have the same problems on YouTube that I have with Twitch. So that's why I'm not on Twitch. That's why I don't do the Twitch live streams. Also, they're like at 7 a.m. and this is already early. It's not free user oriented. That's true. Yeah. See, like I barely ever go on Twitch. Sometimes I kind of like. Oh, wait, you did? Oh, sorry. Sorry, hard. What are we doing? Queer Bunny, thanks for the super chat. Good morning to you as well. I slept. I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep bad. I just slept. Switch to live chat? Oh, I'm just gonna hide this chat. I don't want to look at it. That's silly. I lost my train of thought. What am I looking forward to in 3.4? Well, mostly this is really Genshin's birthday. Like, it's not actually its anniversary, but it's also kind of its anniversary. It's like the unofficial but official anniversary, so. But yeah, no, oh right, Twitch. Yeah. So that's my whole thing with Twitch. It's not a bad platform. I'm just rarely on there, so I have no incentive to, like, you know, get all the special thingies. So I don't I don't care enough about Twitch to do that. That's very bad. I think some of the other slots on the card actually include things like Theater Mechanicus, which we have not seen in a while. And I think a lot of people are probably happy about that because every time Theater Mechanicus comes out, it gets worse. At this point, it's just going to be like a game mode that plays itself. There's another collab character. Who would you want it to be? I would really love for it to be someone from the Tales series, but I doubt they'd ever do that. If they rerun Theater Mechanicus, I'd like it to be the first or the second one. The second one was fine, I thought. But the third one was like Theater Mechanicus light, and it was horrendous. This is so bad. Idiot Akko, thank you for the super chat. Good morning. Oh, wow, you're in Japan. I'm gonna love this special program. Ominous. What's a good word for ominous that's like positive, though? A positive ominous. Because suspense doesn't really count. It doesn't have the same nuance. I'm gonna look it up later. Oh my god, you guys are like a personal thesaurus. Good lord. Auspicious. Yeah, I guess auspicious, yeah. Moderate hype. Moderate hype for the for positive ominous. Yeah. Yeah, you know, an actual Honkai character would be interesting for them to do. They have, I think Honkai's done collaborations with Evangelion, but besides Genshin. Have they done any other collabs in Honkai? Or is it just those two? I think it's just those two. Hytham Cons? You know, as much as I really like him, I'm still kind of torn on whether or not to get him just because I don't know if I need him. We'll see. Oh, Nier Automata would be really cool. That'd be really cool. Oh yeah, I can pin the codes. Hang on, let me. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. If you guys need the codes, they are now pinned in chat. We're gonna start here in about 5 minutes. Do you think we'll get a yellow Electro character? I just think it'd be cool if we have a yellow Electro slime. Is it really sad that the first thing my brain thought of was Pikachu? Yeah, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. Get a Pokemon collaboration in here. There you go. There's your mushroom summoner character. It summons shrooms, but they're all like mushroom versions of Pokemon. Can you imagine a like terror shroom version of Pikachu? It would actually be kind of terrifying looking because they don't have mouths. What do I think about the latest leak bomb on Twitter, Reddit? Honestly, I'm really disappointed in, like, I'm not going to talk about the content of them, but like to release that kind of information this early, I just think it's such a shame. It's so early. We're not even through Sumeru yet. I feel like it's at this point, because it's so early, it just sets up a lot of people to have false expectations for the kinds of things that are not coming, or like to get disappointed when they might not need to be. It rubs me the wrong way. I'm fine with leaks for like a version and a half ahead, mostly. I feel like that amount of leaking is kind of understandable to kind of like generate hype and drip, because Hoyo doesn't drip very well. As someone who works in a marketing agency, Hoyo's marketing drives me crazy. But they're so far out, those leaks. I'm miffed. I'm really miffed about it. But yeah, guys, if you are really sensitive to leaks, like, I would avoid Twitter and Reddit and the front page of YouTube and TikTok for like at least a week or two. So it can kind of like fade into the background, because it's bad. It's really bad. Not that the leaks themselves are bad content, like, oh, it's bad foreshadowing or whatever. I'm just saying that like the amount and the type of leaks, it's like, oh no, that shouldn't be shared. Anyway. Oh, right, Instagram too. Oh, good lord. Just avoid all Genshin socials for a while. I think for things like Twitter and like your YouTube subscription box, if you switch your Twitter feed to like not be recommended, but to just be chronological, the amount of leaks you'll see will just vanish. Providing you're not following a lot of people who, like retweet leaked content and stuff. As long as that doesn't happen, that should be helpful. But yeah. Yep, blast your hashtags, all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, some Hoyoverse employees are definitely gonna, get the axe. Anyway. But yeah, guys, don't spoil Twitch. We're going to start here in like 1 minute, all right? Official Main, thanks for the super chat. Hi, good morning. You like my voice? That's so weird. I'm not begrudging your taste, but that's very weird. Bosses from my other job used to call me a chipmunk. There we go. I want this one at least. Okay. I want that on my default. And then we full screen. Just an FYI, guys. The other reason I watch on YouTube over... Oh my god. Okay, I can't listen to this. I can't listen to that. I can't do it. Can't stand it. Okay. I hate that friggin' stupid Cather thing. So the other reason I watch on YouTube is because I can pause YouTube if I want to pause and talk about something for a minute and then continue on with the stream. I'm going to do it. So just like an FYI, that is something that I do. So anyway, be prepared if this is your first live stream thingy with me. Okie dokie, ready? Let's go. Live concert! Off to an excellent start. Where's my thing? Haha. Yeah. Oh, right. English captions. Thank you so much. Jesus. I forget every time. It always defaults to German. Okay, we good. Yes? Yes. Okay. I think the stream's volume might be a little low compared to like some of their other stuff. I will adjust. Let's see if that's better. We good? Better? Yes? Oh, why is it 480? Good lord. Sorry. I don't know why that happened. Oh, now it's loud. Okay.
旅行者们，新年快乐！转眼又到了提瓦特1年1度的海灯节，在里恩人们热火朝天操办节日庆典的同时，原生项目组也带着新内容为旅行者们筹备了这场特别节目。就请大家和我一起来一探究竟吧。
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding
Well,
farewell
this
to
is
the
an
past
interesting assortment
and
of characters.
embracing the present with joy.
Leela will be hosting a Lantern Rite Music Festival this year. As a musician myself,
Is that
how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? If we actually manage to make the iridescence for Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think anyone else perform the opening act?
A Lantern Rite Music Festival?
If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
You mean, what am I doing, Claire? I did a performance for everyone.
They fixed. Oh, it's been forever, Yow Yow!
You, Claire, you're up! Pain, go away!
Hu Tao, Yelan, and Xiao focus. This is gonna be a good lantern rite.
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world.
Filthy outsider! Your coming was foretold.
It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. And the best guise is when you believe your own lies. Flicker. The process of elimination.
Oh god, he has puns.
Drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your
I
ceaseless
see a
arrogance.
boss. Boom. Yeah. I'm thinking we're gonna get that Yelan rerun. Oh my. Oh my. All right, code 1. I think we're really gonna get that Yelan rerun for sure. I'm surprised. Alhaitham's sound effects are very what's the word? Smooth? I guess. Like usually when you have like the sound effects where like attacks hit, it's like a thwack, you know, like it's pretty sharp on the ears. His sound effects are like really, I don't want to say polished because that's not quite the right word, but it's the difference between like a hard rough rock and like a smooth polished stone. It feels like that in my ears anyway. It's interesting. Frozen Time Istaroth lore, please. Yeah, it looks like we might get that. Oh man, if that's the case, I have so much work to do before 3.4 comes out because I have like 4 videos that I want to put out before then. Oh dear.
每逢佳节，新老朋友齐聚一堂，举杯共庆，称得上是一件美事。那么今天接下来第一位出场的嘉宾是我们 IP 编剧老妖，老妖来和大家打个招呼吧。
非常感谢
Oh
大
shoot,
伟
you're
哥
right.
今天的邀请。旅行者们，海灯节快乐！能和屏幕前的旅行者们一起共度海灯节，实在是件令人开心的事啊！
是啊，那么在海灯节来临之际，一位出生于璃月的可爱小姑娘瑶瑶也将会在3.4版本中登场。老姚今天有没有关于瑶瑶的情报来分享给我们呢？
哎，那肯定是有的。瑶瑶这个角色虽然年龄很小，但在生活方面却非常成熟老道，能将各项生活事务都处理得井井有条。
I'm not gonna make a yogurt pun. I'm not gonna do it. I won't make a joke. No, it's too early. It's too early.
都曾受到过瑶瑶的照顾。听着瑶瑶絮絮叨叨的关心，大家估计都会有种熟悉和亲切的感觉。
哦，既然瑶瑶和甘雨、申鹤都有来往，难道说她也跟仙人
All
们
right,
有
New
些
Desert
缘分
region.
不仅是有缘的程度，可以说缘分还不浅。瑶瑶自小常在山中玩耍，性情淳朴天然，见怪不怪。遇到仙人显圣
She really is adorable. Look at
像
her.
云界风真君这些仙
Oh,
人
hey, look,
都
it's
非常
Pikachu.
欣赏瑶瑶的这种个性。而歌尘浪士真君，也就是大家熟悉的平姥姥，更是将瑶瑶收为了弟子。所以瑶瑶和她的师姐香菱一样，也都会使用长枪进行战斗。不过她的枪术，也就是在绝云间这种卧虎藏龙的地方能够防身的水平了。
毕竟对于小小的瑶瑶来说啊，像这种又重又长的武器，一看就很难用嘛。
是啊，所以如果旅行者想派瑶瑶参与协助战斗的话，发挥她的恢复能力，或许能让她更加游刃有余。
Yao Yao is a
在战斗中，瑶
healer.
瑶还会派出自己的随身伙伴机关月桂。作为仙家机关的月桂，会投掷出白玉萝卜，既可以攻击敌人，又能恢复队友
Oh,
的生命值。
Sayu style healer.
而当瑶瑶使用元素爆发的时候，将会释放出月桂的全部潜能，进入特殊状态。在这种状态下，瑶瑶的移速和草元素抗性都会得到提升。在瑶瑶冲刺、跳跃和奔跑时，还会和在场的月桂们一起
Interesting.
不断向周围的敌人扔出白玉
Well,
萝
it's
卜。
good to have a Dendro
和
healer
这么
at the
多
very
月桂一起
least.
战斗啊，感觉画面也变得可爱了起来。
是啊， 瑶瑶的一个特点
She is really
就是和各种
cute.
小动物非常亲近。毕竟
Honestly,
瑶
though,
瑶
that is
从小
kind of
一
how
直在
Baron
山
Bunny
中
should
和
have
家
worked,
里
in
人
my
隐居
opinion.
对于自然山川也有一种更强烈的归属感。它喜欢对着动物和草木说话，在接近像金蝶这样的生物时，
Yeah,
也
so
会
she's
会
got the
惊
same
动它们。
passive as
看来瑶
Sayu
瑶虽然
too.
很会照顾人，但行为上还是更偏孩子气。
除了生活经验丰富，瑶瑶也的确是个心性纯真无邪的小姑娘。她虽然从师傅那里学会了很多大道理，但却没办法完全理解其中的意思，也经常会用错场合，闹出一些笑话。不过，成年人的生活毕竟对于瑶瑶还比较遥远，希望瑶瑶在此之前都可以一直保持她的天真善良，也希望大家能够好好照顾这位小姑娘。
The weather's
That's
so
cute.
nice. Let's go have a walk around the harbor. Hit! Yeah!
Dragon's Bane's quite perfect for
Don't
her
be
too.
scared.
Just cause like elemental mastery, yeah?
Go get him, Uruguay!
Listen, if they didn't want us to build her as a DPS, they wouldn't give her this thing where she has to stay on field to generate more bunnies. I'm just
Book
saying.
learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. Here you are. Scatter!
Where are his sound effects? Are those the house keys?
3.4版
Oh
本
my
上线
God
的另一位就是我们的老朋友，现任教令院书记官兼任代理贤者的艾尔海森。在此之前，他已经和旅行者联手拯救了神明。他的策划与执行力可能已经给旅行者们留下了非常深刻的印象。
这就是
He
温柔
looks
的
like a
学生分子
DPS
艾尔
though.
海森吗？虽然他一直在努力维持平静的生活方式，但像你所说的，艾尔海森作为拯救神明计划的核心人物之一，他出众的能力一旦为人所知，恐怕会在未来迎来更多的变化吧。
哎，没错，就像大伟哥猜想的那样，他的传说任务《天损之章》讲的就是前任大贤
There's
者
I'll hate
巴扎
them
尔
story
离开后
quests.
阿尔海森暂任代理贤者期间的故事。
Hooray!
在须弥的风波结束，虚空系统关闭之后，教令院还有很多亟待解决的难题。而艾尔海森身为代理贤者，又是当前教令院中非常有智谋的角色，也将会面临新的考验。不过，不论发生什么，艾尔海森的头脑始终保持着冷静和清醒，能从更宏观的视角找到病灶，最高效率的去解决问题。
所以说，相比于情绪，阿尔海森更喜欢用事实来说话。不过，对于一般人而言，或许是显得稍微有些不近人情，不太容易理解他吧。
某种程度上来说，确实是的。不过，艾尔海森本人倒是对这种现状很满
Why
意。
was there no
毕
Paimon
竟
near the
他对
traveler during the
社交
time
活动
freeze
一直
moment?
不怎么感
Oh,
兴趣嘛。
good
阿尔
question.
海森平时的生活也十分规律，工
Wait
作
and
也是
see.
按点下班，绝不要指望在休息时间咨询他任何工作上的问题。这样一个非常自我、充满个性的角色，却又保持着低调的作风，他显然是拥有一套独属于他的原则和观念的。
哈哈哈哈！看起来啊，想要与艾尔海森打交道的话，最好斟酌一下沟通的方式呢。那不知道艾尔海森这样一个文官
Acting Grand Scribe. Yeah, that's who he was at the end of the quest.
哎，在战斗过程中，艾尔海森也会非常的注重效率，他将会借助灼光镜来攻击敌人。当他释放元素战技时，会在身边形成灼光镜，将自己的攻击转变为草元素伤害。在命中敌人时，灼光镜还会进行协同战斗。阿尔海森持有的
Look at
灼
them
光镜数量
showcasing a
就会影响
Hyper Bloom
灼光镜
team.
的协同攻击伤害，也会改变它的元素爆发造成伤害的次数。因此，掌握好战斗节奏，灵活利用灼光镜的力量，是阿尔海森战斗的关键。他也拥有多种手段来产生灼光镜。此外，阿尔海森合成武器突破素材时，也会有概率获得2倍的产出。
两位
I'm surprised he doesn't have a book
我们
talent.
初步了解了。我们还是来给大家介绍一下新版本活动起源的具体安排
If
吧。
Kaching is
可能有不少
aggravate,
旅
he
行
looks
者
like
已经
spread.
等候多时了。
好的，在3.4版本，阿尔
It's a
海
little
森
different.
与降魔大圣
Oh,
萧
Xiao
将会在
rerun.
第1期祈愿中出现。 大家关心的瑶瑶也会出现在这2个活动祈愿中，并提升。
Yao Yao's gonna be in Alhaitham's banner. I'm surprised. Hu Tao and Yelan. Interesting. All right.
也将会在武器活动祈愿中出现。有关新武器的具体情报，还请各位旅行者留意一下官方的后续公告。希望2位新伙伴的加入能够给大家的旅途带来更多
I'm pulling for both Alhaitham and Yelan then.
我们也盼望着各位旅行者能够早日来游戏中进行
Will I see 6R5 Shao? Probably not.
那么在给大家带来新伙伴的信息之后呢，还请大家休息片刻。接下来啊，我们还会有其他几位研发组的同学带给大家更多的内容。各位旅行者，不要走开哦。来，喝一口，喝一口，哎。
I'm pulling for Yelan. Yeah, I like Yelan. I actually really do like Yelan. The problem that I had with Yelan when she came out is that people were so excited over her that I just hit burnout, especially because like half of the art and stuff about her was just armpits. And I was just so salty that I refused to pull her. Like, that's basically what it boiled down to. So, but no, I do like Yelan, so I figured I'd pick her up on a rerun, and she just so happens to be here, so we'll see. And I do need another off-field hydro applier, so she's kind of my best option. Weapon banner is stacked? Is it? I mean, it's gonna be Primordial Jadewing Spear and the Foliar sword, right? Oh, you mean the Homa Simulacra banner? Yeah, I guess. I don't really need Homa, though. That's the thing. I'm not gonna pull for weapons this time around. Good thing Wander was cooperating during his pulls. Yeah, no kidding. I've got about, I don't know, like 25,000 primos and another 75 glitter worth of summons, so hopefully I can get both. We'll see. Because I ain't a whale. I am not. I was only allowed to spend for one character, and that's it. And I've already done it. Oh, right. If any of the banners have Zephos. Yeah. I would love a Zephos. That would be so nice. Light spender. Yeah. No, I'm a BP Welkin. But I topped up once for all of the bonuses for Wanderer, which was like one thing I told myself I would do when he finally came out. So that was like planned way in advance. So I don't swipe outside of that. Full BP or half? Oh, half. The full BP isn't worth it. You just get a name card and some extra resin and some like little things like that. It's not worth it. But like honestly, like BP plus Welkin ends up coming out to be like, I don't know, like $12 a month or something like that, which is roughly, no, it isn't. It's more like 10. It's more like $6 a month. It's really not that bad. It's like a subscription for, you know. What is this?
这里的氛围和之前完全不一样了。看上去二位已经等候多时了。那老规矩，还是先和大家打个招呼吧。
大伟哥好，
旅行者们好，
我是场景美术磊磊。
Ooh, environment artist.
哎，欢迎欢迎欢迎！那么今天2位同学要给我们带来什么样的新内容呢？
在热闹的海灯节之余啊，我们开放世界团队也会在3.4版本中为各位旅行者们献上须弥的新区域千鹤沙地。
是的，今天我俩也是带着整个开放世界团队的期待和压力，给大家带来全新区域的情报和设计构思。
嘿，2位同学啊，不用紧张啊。我们还是从你们最熟悉的内容开始跟大家聊聊吧。哎，我很好奇啊，这次又会是一个什么样的区域呢
？3.4版本和3.1版本的新地区一样，属于须弥的沙漠部分，但带给旅行者的体验会有所不同。 从前期设计来讲，除了基本的沙漠元素，美术还以龙卷风为锚点，
I
让
have
新地块整体
things to
呈
say
现
about the
漩涡状
twisties.
来增强差异性。
Guys,
在
remember?
设计新的沙漠场景
Remind me
时
to talk
我们
about
围
that
绕
later.
2个核心展开。第一个是紧张感，相比于南部沙漠，由于受到中心巨大龙卷风的影响，偶尔会刮起强烈的沙尘暴，同时能见度也会由于沙暴而变得更低。随着越来越靠近沙暴中心，沙暴感就会越强，旅行者也将会遇到更加恶劣的环境。当然，这种表现类似双刃剑，我们不仅要制造出沉浸感，更要考虑旅行者们的游戏体验。所以，制作团队也在其中进行了不断的尝试和体感迭代，最终呈现出这片全新的区域。
Celestia be like,
在某
it's
些地带
nailing
还会遇
time.
到蛰伏在
Yeah.
黄沙之下的掠食者。
Yeah, they are.
在沙虫的活跃范围内探索时，旅行者需要时刻小心。沙虫依据声音与大地的震动寻找猎物的踪迹，是沙漠中的顶级掠食者。它操纵的风元素力可以进入浮游状态，排出风石弹攻击猎物。而栖身沙漠的圣骸兽也同样深藏着强大的力量。除了魔兽，人类敌人也是沙漠中潜藏的威胁。镀金旅团的新成员赤沙叙事人和叶伦舞者的加入，可能也会给旅行者们制造一些麻烦。
设计的第2个核心是历史，我们希望通过世界任务的设计，向旅行者们传递更多关于这片区域的历史故事。这里的沙漠原先也是郁郁葱葱的森林，随着龙卷带来的地质变迁。 原先埋藏在地底的景观，
Ender Shangling, but cooler.
比如镶嵌在崖壁上巨大的遗迹群，充满荆棘、巨藤、尖锐山石形成的洞穴等。在大型猎物的底部，旅行者还可以发现不少古绿洲的痕迹。而存在于地底的遗迹，实际上大部分都是旧王城居尔的遗址。随着越来越多的线索被发现，
it feels like Enkanomiya, but in a desert.
凑起这个古老遗迹中尘封已久的历史与故事。 作为关卡设计师，我们还想给大家一个小小的建议：在体验的过程中，玩家朋友们可以先完成世界任务《黄金梦乡》，并且接取新的世界任务，比如4个哀歌之后，再来到这片区域进行探索。
没错，不知道大家还记得杰德和奔奔吗？作为《黄金梦乡》世界任务的后续，旅行者也将会与老朋友杰德。 再次展开冒险之旅。
在旅行者刚刚踏入新的区域时，除了远处的巨大龙卷之外，还会遇到一个沙漠文明的大型聚落，名为塔尼特露营地。那么这里也将是这次故事开始的地方。整个故事将会围绕着寻找永恒绿洲展开。传说中，赤王为了纪念花神，在某处建造了一个永恒静止的空间。最终。 旅行者与杰德能不能找到传说中的永恒绿洲？这片永恒绿洲究竟是一个什么样的地方？哎，这里
Eternity is the closest to the heavenly principles.
在冒险的过程中，旅行者与杰德会遇到一个古老的魔瓶。随着冒险的推进，他身上的谜团也将逐步揭开，同时也会为我们讲述更多关于这个地方旧时代发生的一些故事。
感觉是充满神秘感的一次旅行啊！
Thank you.
沙漠与赤王的故事。 应该能够在
Told you we're gonna love it. Yeah, no, you were right. You were right, my dude.
还会有意想不到的惊喜等着我们吧。
那就等待着大家亲自来揭晓了。希望这次沙漠探秘能让大家有身临其境的沉浸感，能够在一个舒适的节奏中体验这片充满了奇迹的区域。
是的，我们也衷心期待着和各位旅行者们一起踏入下一片崭新的天地。
Oh, Uruguays are cute. Look at this.
Look at them! Look at them all! They're so little! Squishy! Squishy, 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 squishy.
Okay, that's really cute. More fireworks? How many does she have? Good lord!
大家晚上好。
晚上好。
又是一年海灯节，系统设计师小白。
These sets are beautiful.
祝大家海灯节快乐！说到新版本，就得有丰富多彩的新活动等待大家来体验。不过嘛，3.4版本，大家最关心的应该还是海灯节。大力，你先来和大家聊聊海灯节的新故事吧。
好嘞，在这次海灯节新篇章中，除了与离月老友来个重逢，大家或许还会巧遇来自异国的惊喜嘉宾，一起举办个欢乐音乐节。这其中嘛，既有追寻传说的大音乐家，也有那循着歌声而来的小游诗人。此外，还有一点可以提前分享给大家，在探索音乐的旅途中，也会发现许多久远的历史。大家可以和甘雨一起听流云借风真君娓娓道来尘封已久的往事。
Did I write Ganyu as an appearance? I don't think I did.
亲自去体验吧。
听起来这次的剧情内容确实很值得期待呢。那除了海灯节的新故事，再来给我们讲讲新的活动玩法吧。
好呀，虽然大家对海灯节已经是熟门熟路了，不过我们也希望在熟悉而又喜庆的节日气氛中，能够给大家更多不同的体验。那我想先给大家介绍一下本次活动里非常有特色的一个玩法，它所展现的是音乐一项传统技术——纸面戏。既然说是戏，那就会有演员和幕布，他们全都是由纸制作而成，在熟练的手艺人指挥下，上映一出又一出精彩的好戏。这种演出形式也深受梨月人民的喜爱。
梨月文化
Yanfei better rap in that festival. Yes.
能够给我们带来一些不同的。
I want to see it in
这
person.
项十分有趣的绕开路上的陷阱，引导演员走向中陷入了困境，也可以借。
How interesting.
的玩法，大家也可以感受到指印戏的魅力。
God, a lot of these games could be like mini games of
海灯
themselves.
节就是其中一项，除了从而获得。
Hang on. Are you all lagging? I stop. What happened? What happened? I just paused it. We good? We good? So this is another reason why we stream on YouTube, because I can pause and rewind. Oh, you know what? Still. I don't have DSL. Honestly, I don't know what else to do. I don't have a whole lot of... Are we good? Are we okay? Is it stopping? You good? Yes? Yes? Oh god. Okay. Yeah, guys, I have honestly potato internet. The ability for me to stream is kind of low. Like, I'm not even on DSL. I don't think you understand. Like, I am on Verizon wireless home internet because that's the best internet I can get. So I just lowered my bitrate. I'm hoping that will help. I rewound the stream. This is why we stream on YouTube and not on Twitch, because we would have just lost like the whole thing. Anyway, let's see if this works.
除了大家喜闻乐见的竞速和吃金币玩法，在赛道里我们还加入了烟花的元素。挑战中，旅行者们可以拾取光焰加护，从而获得特技光焰突进。释放特技时，化身一道烟花，冲破障碍，向前迅速冲刺，并且直接获得附近所有金币。而赛道中的烟花果实可以借助烟花的力量，把旅行者送上高空。一边欣赏着漫天的烟花，一边奋力向前吧。
那这还挺浪漫的。
No, that wasn't YouTube. That was me.
那可不，旅行者们还可以选择单机或者联机来尝试另一项航行挑战。那么这一次，在每个关卡内会出现更复杂的海域环境。
Oh no, it's the Wave Rider. I hate it.
机遇并存。
No.
需要通过观察烟花色彩来解开灯谜的浮灯谜分关卡。
Okay, the slime lanterns are cute. The slime lanterns are cute.
除此之外，也别忘了在海灯节期间参与战斗挑战，清扫魔物哦。希望今年的海灯节大家也可以玩得开心。除了参与活动可获得的原石等材料奖励之外，在大家将节庆热度提升至一定程度后，即可从9位璃月4星角色中邀请任意一位加入到自己的队伍中。这其中也包含了我们的新伙伴。
All right, so any Liwa character again.
累积登录活动“富贵登门”也会在海灯节期间开放，旅行者们可以领取包括最多10枚纠缠之源在内的奖励。同时，为了感谢旅行者们在过去1年的支持，我们还将通过游戏内邮件的方式为旅行者们再次奉上3枚纠缠之源。那么有关璃月与海灯节的部分就先介绍到这里了。
Give me new teapot
接下来
features.
其他的主题活动就交给小白啦。
I'm gonna get a bingo this time.
那就让我们先走后。 远在到期的一斗
也没
闲着，组织起了也来试试看呢。斗虫啊，可以说是一项恶意、能力强大的对手。如果不能灵活应变，就无法胜出。
What is？
鬼头虫可以消耗体力，向前突、向后移动、闪避招式，而长按蓄力后，鬼头造成利用这个技巧击败。
It's not lagging again, is it? I don't know what's going on. It's not usually this bad. What? I don't understand. Why? Don't make me lower this bitrate anymore, please. I'm already dying. Canvas resolution. Okay. Lowering one more time. I mean, I can't really lower it anymore to be able to see anything. This is kind of... Yeah, it's... You think it's YouTube and not me? Oh, other streams are lagging too? Okay. Oh, for fuck. All right. Is it doing the thing now? Well, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Is it back? Are we good? I can't tell. Are we okay? Yes? Good freaking Lord. Okay. All right. What a nightmare. What happened? What was that? That was ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna put this quality back so we're not like potatoing. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit and we're gonna try again. All right? We good? Yes? Okay. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Oh my god. It's because I shit talk Twitch, isn't it?
鬼斗虫可以消耗体力向前突进，或是向后移动闪避招式，而长按蓄力后，鬼斗虫则可以突进攻击对手，造成伤害。如果蓄力突进至恰好抵达对手的位置，则会释放重击刺挑，造成更高的伤害。多多利用这个技巧击败对手吧。 但要注意
Man, we disappointed 1,400 people who left this stream because of that.
无法造成伤害。因此，掌握好
That's unfortunate.
进度，必要时回避锋芒，才能在这场斗
Yay, beetle battles!
虽然听上去是一场很孩子气的较量，不过一想到是一斗操办的，倒也正常。但旅行者们也别小看了这些对手哟。
是啊，斗虫也不是那么简单的呢。与此同时呢， 一场由射凤行举办的演武比试也将在到期展开。
Another one.
对阵过程中，
Oh, good, a combat
将
event.
不使用元素力，通过格挡和释放剑技
Where are we
来进行
fighting?
战斗。把握时机，在对手进攻瞬间释
Oh,
放
it's a
格挡，
parry event
即可
again.
完全减免受到的伤害，重置
Like that thing with the
格挡
dog.
冷却时间，并积攒锐气。而当旅行者攻击命中对手，以及随着时间推进，也都会提升锐气值。攒满后即可释放剑技，而对手也会在一些情况下 施展出极少使用但威力强大的奥义，旅行者们也要注意观察场上的局势哦。除了正赛，好友神里灵华还将穿着特殊的华服登上表演赛的舞台，与一位特别的使者展开决斗。
God, it's been a hot minute.
旅行者也可以欣赏到灵华施展剑道时的风采，大家可不要错过哟。
Huh, this is very historically accurate.
版本更新后的游戏商城内，并享受限时折扣哦。此外， 配对挑战活动蔷薇再开始，
Oh,
也会
Lisa
在
looks
3.4
so
版本中限时
good.
开放。在这次的挑战中，
Hey,
旅行者们需要
you
编成
can't just
3
like
支队
show
伍
the little
连续
tiny
进行
bit.
3轮战斗。本次挑战的编队过
Oh,
程
there
中
she is.
存在
Look at her bust.
连锁
That's
位置的
cute.
机制，配置在连锁位置的角色会在多个轮次中登场，并且还会获得增益效果。为了提
Oh,
升大家的体验，
that's
本次挑战活
cool.
动也会提供试用角色，帮助大家扩充配对选择。值得大家关注的是，本次的
That's
活动
kinda
中
cool.
完成所有关卡并达成评分目标，即可免费获得丽莎的新衣装。
Okay, hot take. Lisa's skin is better than
有
Ayaka's.
关2套新衣装的详情信息，官方也会在后续发布更为详细的说明，旅行者们可
That is
以
a
关注一下
nice
哦。
skin.
对了，关于7圣召唤，我们也有新的情报带给大家。在3.4版本中将会限时开启热斗模式，而且在后续的版本中也将定期开放。每一期都将启用一个特殊的规则，这些规则可能会给大家带来一个与常规玩法完全不同的。
Finally getting Lisa and Sumeru after all this time.
启用的特殊规则将会
Is
是
that
跳过
we
元素
got
后
new
统治
cards?
阶段直接获得8个
We got
万能
Beto and
元素
Klee.
嘿嘿，这下牌局恐怕会变得更
Oh,
加
Klee
激
is
烈了吧
adorable.
哇，那个万能元素，这么刺激，要不咱先来一局？
搞起啊！不，还是先给大家分享完情报吧。跟大家介绍了这么多的活动玩法， 那我们也整理了一下，在3.4版本期间，
Free
大家通过参与
temple,
活动
very
可以拿到的
nice.
所有活动奖励。
也非常感谢大家一直以来
Very
对我们
nice,
提出的
very
宝
nice.
贵建议。
是的，我们也希望能够继续制作
Wait,
更
I
好玩
can't?
的活动
What?
献给
Okay.
旅行者们。
希望旅行者们能够享受3.4版本的新活动，从中获得更多乐趣。还有
Don't I think Ayaka's will have
更多奖励
changed animations? If it's a 5-star skin, then yes. Ayaka will get new voice lines and stuff if it's a 5-star skin. If it's a 4-star skin, then she won't. Here's the good news. Even though we had that huge lagging experience, we can skip this whole thing. Guys, the codes are pinned in chat, so you're welcome to, you know, grab it there. I'm gonna skip. Boop. A little farther.
欢迎大家回来。
There we go.
那么今天啊，我还有2则好消息要和大家分享。首先，许多旅行者一直期待的原神角色主题音乐《闪耀的群星》即将迎来第3张专辑啦。
Yay,
闪耀的群星3
moments.
将收录26首由 Hoyomix 音乐团队为原神游戏角色创作的原声音乐。大家所熟悉的伊斗。
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the bingo card.
等诸多角色的 PV 音乐和角色演示音乐都将收录在这张专辑里。让我们一起来看看专辑预告吧。
I don't think there's anything new on here. That's a cute little animation.
在海灯节到来之际，我们还为此策划了一个全新的项目——流光拾遗之旅。这一次，我们的创作团队寻访了
Can I
多
check
位
the
非物
finger
质才人，尝试用现实里的记忆来还原芈月的仙家传说与市井生活。
Oh, okay.
现实中
I'll
的
leave
非
that
物
up
记
to
忆
chat to
经历世
decide.
代相传。源
Do I
于
get to
民间
click the
智慧
finger pierce
与对
button
美
for all
的
the
追
pinging
求
issues?
而原生中的芈月地区，既有藏在奇峰峭壁之间的仙人洞府，也有繁华街市与闲
Okay,
云
that's
相
a
邻
yes.
构
We'll
成
take
的
it.
烟火城市。我们将用精巧的记忆来定格这些意蕴悠长的旅途瞬间。丝竹声声深入耳，处处迷人处处新。又是一年海灯节，希望在过去的1年里，大家都在提瓦特大陆留下了属于自己的
Oh,
独
that's
特回
funny.
忆。那在璃月张灯结彩的同时呢，我们也即将迎来2023年的农历新年。
Add that to the next bingo board. Yeah, I will. Stream problems.
向所有的玩家朋
Oh,
友
just
送上
rural
最诚挚
internet
的感谢
problems.
和祝福。
是的
Although apparently that one was not my
非常感谢
fault.
各位旅行者一直以来的陪伴和参与，让发生在提瓦特大陆
It's okay, I'm not
上的
gonna-
故事
I'm not gonna
变
get a
得
bingo
越来
in
越
that
丰
column
富多
anyway,
元
doesn't matter.
越来越扣人心弦。希望大家也能够继续享受接下来的旅途。
接下来，我们也会竭尽全力为大家提供更超乎想象的冒险舞台，让每个玩家都能在提瓦特世界的探索中找到独有的乐趣。
在新的1年里，希望旅行者们不管在游戏里还是在生活中，都能收获更多的感动和惊喜。
也感谢大家对原神的讨论和宝贵建议。这种共同的热爱和关注是推动我们不断完善和创新的动力。
我们也会继续用更多精彩有趣的活动，为大家提供丰富多彩的冒险体验。
也很感谢项目组的同学们这1年的辛勤付出。当然，如果只依靠我们的
Yeah, we'll talk about the twisties in a second. We'll swap over to
它是我们和
the
玩家朋友
trailer, I
们
think, to talk
共
about
同
it.
创作的作品。我们一起在提瓦特大陆上结交有趣的同伴，经历飞环的冒险，分享点滴的热爱。
Do you think her vision will get bigger? No.
正因为有你们，原神才能成为一款
That'd
真
be
正
kinda silly.
美好的产品。谢谢你们。那在这里，我们共同祝愿各位旅行者们海灯节快乐，也祝各位玩家朋友们新年快乐。
Oh, it's concert now. It's concert time. Concert time. That's what the end of this is. Well, okay. I again did not get a bingo. And this sad music is perfect for my for that. I'm sad. Sadness, sadness, sadness. No Jade Chamber. Yeah. Not a whole lot. could have got one. Oh well. So close, so close, so close. Yeah, no, this is, let's see. Thing is, I think some of these might be in, like, the patch notes instead. So we'll see. You were denied bingo too? Oh, that's sad. Oh, hi Marco, how you doing? Fancy meeting you here. Right in time for the concert. Right on brand. Nice. Didn't they show new furniture? I don't know. It might have happened during that, like... It might have happened during that one weird little interlude with YouTube crashing. I always love the Lantern Rate music. It's so good. No, don't yell Polo. That's just mean. Too old for that. Too old for this. Aren't we around this? I think we're around the same age. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, guys, if you're confused about who Marco is, if you're not familiar with him, he has a YouTube channel where he does reactions to Genshin's music and covers a lot of stuff on music theory, and it's just really, really cool. The analyses are really, really cool. And you should totally go check them out. You should. Sorry if that was loud. Someone rap to this. Why would I rap to the what? All right. That was the 3.4 special program. And now we dissect because we can. And because I have some time before I have to go to work. Okay, so there's a couple of little things I want to touch on, mostly about the desert. I'm gonna mute this a bit. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm excited about this scenario here. I don't know why there's an empty chair. I'm a little confused if they're gonna get somebody else to come in here. But like, you've got Xiao, you've got Zhongli, Chongyun, Xingqiu, like. You've got national team, and then you've got Zhongli and Zhao and the Traveler, and I think that's funny. I just think that's super funny. But yeah, no, Venti. Venti would be a really cool addition there. I'm confused about why Venti is in Lantern Right at all. Baizu making his customary once-a-year appearance where he's going to show up, say, hello, Traveler, and then vanish again for another year. At this point, I'm convinced we're just never going to get him. I'm just convinced he's never gonna be a thing anymore. Oh, there's Ganyu with Yanfei. That's cool. Still, Venti, what the hell are you doing here? Like, he was in Inazuma last year. Now he's in Liyue. What's kind of cool is every year, Zhao gets a little closer to the city for Lantern, right? Because in the first year, he refused to go and kind of watch from like a faraway distance. And then last year, he was kind of like on the outskirts, and now he's like having dinner at the festival. So that's some nice character development. I'm here for that. These are just cute. These are just really cute. I feel like I should have a little bit of sound on. Yao Yao looks fun. Her song is really cute. I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be a bop. That's gonna be a bop. I know you guys are here for lore, and I'm just kind of like, yay! Please let us make Shao Lanterns again. I want to like actually make Shao Lanterns. It's nice to have Hu Tao featured here too, because like she has not actually ever been in an event. Ever. Hu Tao's like weird because she's been kind of neglected. All right. So, sorry, swapping to lore for a second. Al-Haytham right here is not actually talking about something regarding Conria. I want to clarify this right away, because I think that's going to be where most brains go, just because of it showing the big ruin golem. What he's actually talking about are the 6 cardinal sins of the academia, and these are things that you should never pursue. They're like areas of study that you should never look into. Sino has them listed in his character stories or in his voice lines. I forget. It's one of the two. And those are like the things that he enforces, right? So that's what Al-Haytham is talking about here, but I think he's talking about it in terms of what's happening in the desert, which is kind of cool. But I also do think it's probably foreshadowing some of the things that Conria was doing. So I'm wondering if it might be a good idea to kind of like review those 6 cardinal sins. If you're curious about them, I would go take a look at Sino's. I think it's his voice lines. No, it's his character story. I forget which one. I'll look it up later. But yeah, definitely go look at those. We'll probably review them come 3.4. So, yep. Be good to know. I am going to talk about these flowers in another video. Okay, that one should be out before 3.4. If you guys weren't here for the stream I did on Wednesday, I'm trying a bit of a new format because there's some information that I would love to share with you guys that just never seems to make it into theory videos, or I just can't shoehorn it in there, or I don't have like a really nice conclusion for said theory, so I don't make a video about it. But I still want to share that information, so I'm going to work on a slightly shorter format for videos, which just means more content for you guys. And this topic here, these flowers are one of them. And if you're wondering why I already have a theory written about these flowers, which I have never seen before, it's because there's a feature of these flowers that I actually wrote about. Not actually these flowers specifically, but it's nice confirmation for me because I was looking at something else entirely. Anyway. Yeah, Goddess of Flowers. Yeah. That's what the theory is on. I think you guys will find this really interesting. There's 2 ways to go with it. Interesting too that these flowers here are on thorns. You guys see that? Normally, that would not be relevant. However, there are 2 very, very important instances of thorns throughout the game. One of them is in the battle pass when vines of thorns will crawl around the crown of the first heir who was deceived. Remember that? Please be the magenta theory. It's the magenta theory. Yeah, I gotta adjust some stuff on it. Oh right, bingo card down. Sorry, I forgot it was there. What I see is not what you guys see. I forget. Anyway, that's gone. Yay. I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. So the other instance of thorns that's important is actually on the Fatui Harbinger constellation wheel. If you take a look at that image, if you go to the Genshin Wiki, if you want to find it, and go to Fatui Harbingers and scroll down, you'll find the image, the official image for the Fatui Harbinger constellation wheel. And those pillars are covered in thorn vines, basically. And it's long been since assumed that those are roses, rose thorns, right? But it doesn't seem like that's necessarily true. It could very well be any other type of flower, like these. Because look at all of these viney, thorny sorts of things. Oh, Fenris, please don't do that. Well, I did always say I wanted to get them to talk more on stream. Hi. You're not going outside. No. I said no. 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 No boofing. Finny, cut it out. Come here. There's a pretty girl. Sorry. There's someone who walks by my house every morning like clockwork, and they want to go outside and say hi. They're just very friendly. Anyway, it does look like we're gonna get some interesting stuff. I'm curious about how like the whole "your coming was foretold." Is that their voice line, or are they actually gonna say something like that in a quest? I just answered that for myself. It's a world quest. It's not gonna be voiced. Never mind. So it's actually their voice line. Oh, that was cool. I didn't notice that the first time around. So the tree was nice and big and green and lush. And then all the leaves fell off. Kind of like withering. I think this is interesting here. You guys know the theory that Alhaitham is like the reincarnation of the Scarlet King? You guys know that theory? I think this line is kind of ironic in light of that, just because of like all the shit the Scarlet King went through. Not a burnt tree like Dotori either, yeah. I was trying to get a better shot of that, and I'm just not going to get one. His swords look really cool. Interesting that he uses, like, how do I put this? Prisms? Just because the guy he references by name, Alhaitham, was a scholar that studied optics. So it's really neat that they went with the mirror reflection prism kind of motif for him. I think that's really cool. This here is also interesting with this symbol because this ends up being an 8-pointed star shape, which is like the Conria star shape.
Drown in endless waves of monsters.
How much do you want to bet that's his ascension material? Right there. You got to fight this sandworm. How much you want to bet? This is going to be so surreal to go through. Like, time literally stopped. That's another thing that gets me. Like, not only is time literally stopped, like, walking on the water here reveals stars. Look at that. There's the sky. Like, what is that? That is so Mona-esque. So Mona-esque. I don't think it's necessarily Jesus Traveler in this case. I think it's more like everything is frozen in time, and so you can literally walk on water because the water's kind of frozen. This is wild looking, like super weird. Also more magenta. Also more magenta. Oh, there's one other thing I want to talk about that I just kind of skipped over. These are all the events things. We're not going to look at those right now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, it's not really a great shot. Not a great shot here.
Regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none. The
Hang
six
on.
cardinal sins are the origin of all evil.
I don't think they're going to show it again. I think they just like briefly showed the twisty and then that was kind of it. Okay, so here's the thing about the tornado I wanted to talk about. I thought about putting this in its own little video, but I don't think I will because I don't actually have a whole lot to say about it other than that right now. Is King Deshret's symbol and the Conria star related? Probably. I think that's quite likely for reasons that don't have time to go into right now. But okay, so in this tornado, if you go to the north end of the desert currently and you look north from the north end of the desert, you will see a giant tornado. And inside of that tornado, you will see these like little blue highlights. And we have long since thought that this might be an instance of a celestial nail being thrown down. The thing is, I wonder if it's better to like go to the actual live stream thing because they showed it better in the live stream. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna oh, this is cute. I wanna find this bit. There's characters. They're talking about, okay. This. Yeah. All right. You can see it much better now. This is a better decision. Okay. So you see how the ground is like twisted around where this giant tornado is? You see how it's like kind of curving around like that? The chasm does this too, and then in the base of the chasm is another celestial nail. And so the other day I don't even remember what I was listening to, but I was reminded of a real world weapon that's actually known by its code name, the Rods of God. And the reason why they're called the Rods of God is because they're supposed to be like these giant space weapons that are like these long columns of tungsten. Like columns, like a celestial nail. And those are supposed to get like yeeted down from space to a precision point on Earth from like thousands of feet in the air, right? Like from Earth's orbit. And there's no explosives in them. There's no nothing in them. The entire force of the explosion that they generate comes from kinetic energy. So the whole process is known as kinetic bombardment. Like it's actually a real thing. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, hey, that's basically a celestial nail. Right there. Because what happens is because of the spin and everything, you create these craters almost when they drop from that height. And because they're columns, they do tend to twist and stuff. So it's not, okay, no, let's clarify. It's not a real thing as in it doesn't currently work, right? Like they don't actually have tungsten rods in space that they're like waiting to hurl down. It was a theoretical weapon that was proposed, and then they did research into it and they've done experimentation with it. As far as I know, it's still kind of like in the experimentation phase, but also isn't functioning because like trying to calculate the trajectory from space is like crazy impossible. So it's like it's real, but it's not real. This is based on a real concept of something that's like semi in production or in research, but doesn't actually exist as like a proper functioning technology. There's my disclaimer there. So yeah, so I think that's interesting. The other thing I want to point out is that there are a couple of science fiction novels that reference this too. I think one of them is called Footfall, which is about aliens that tried to invade Earth, and they did so by using kinetic bombardment style weapons. Yeah, it's not a real thing only because putting that much tungsten into orbit is not economically feasible. And the fact that trying to actually hit a target with it is very difficult. Like the Earth is spinning at like a crazy speed. And you have to like account for you have to account for wind speed and everything. That's not great. Anyway, I always wanted to share that little bit because I don't have a theory surrounding it or anything. I just thought that was kind of neat that this is probably what they're referring to. Not a football, no, footfall, like a footstep, but a footfall. That's the novel that was referenced. There's a couple others. I think there's a Dungeons and Dragons style RPG world building game called Traveler, which also has something along these lines in it, which is an interesting thing to look into if you guys want something to research. But terminal guidance isn't too difficult nowadays. It's already done in ICBMs. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But like these are supposed to be like precision strikes, like serious precision strikes. How big is the crater they concepted for this weapon? I think it can be, I don't actually know. I think it depends on the size of the rod. This kind of weapon is one in the Call of Duty game. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But yeah, okay, so the reason I mentioned moonfall or footfall, I think footfall is the one where the aliens are actually on the moon and they're launching these from the moon. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. I went through like 7 different science fiction series trying to follow the train of thought here. Power level similar to a nuke? Yeah, without nuclear fallout. Because it's all kinetic energy, right? Like it's releasing a massive amount of kinetic energy. And you're just generating kinetic energy as something falls to the ground. So the Lance of Longinus. I mean, if you're talking about Evangelion, not really. I mean, that wasn't technically something that was supposed to come from outer space. It was like a method to kill the other like god seed things that I can never remember the name of. Basically dinosaur asteroid, but in cylinder form. Yeah, I mean, you could think of it that way. I think that's a good way to think about it. Anyway, I wanted to mention that because I don't think I'm actually going to talk about it in a video or anything like that for probably ever. I don't think I'm going to do it. So I am very excited about this with the sandstorms. This is not to make the whole Genshin Breath of the Wild comparison thing again, but the Gerudo Desert in Breath of the Wild does have periodic sandstorms where you lose visibility. And I thought that was a neat mechanic because you kind of have to pay attention. And when you're in a desert where everything's like big and open and flat, like having the sandstorm is a nice, how to put this, obstacle, like an unexpected variable that you have to deal with. And it makes it much easier to get lost, which I think also emphasizes how dangerous the desert is. So I kind of like that. I think that's neat. But isn't this a city of Gurabad? So technically the city that has the nail in is not this one because Gurabad was established way later. No, this shouldn't be Gurabad. This should be, I'm going to butcher this pronunciation. I'm so sorry. This should be Kanum. No one said it out loud yet. I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced. The city of the Moon Maiden. And I'm going to say that because that was a city that the Goddess of Flowers founded. And that should be where the Eternal Oasis is. And since we're going there, I'm going to assume that's where the tornado is. There's a lot of assumptions. All right, there's a lot of assumptions right there. But is it Kanum? Kanum? Okay. Kanum. I get it. Did they say this was Gurabad? I don't know. I don't think they did. I was busy looking at the visuals. Look at that. Look at the spinny spins. Spinny spins. Kinetic spinny spins. Hang on. I wanted to see if they... There it goes. It doesn't say. I don't think they said like what the city actually was. Maybe they did. Turvanar, but if Celestia isn't as high as orbit stuff for Earth, where does the kinetic energy come from in Genshin? Or is that the nails are coming from? You don't have to be that high to get crazy kinetic energy. Like, you can destroy things just from being in low orbit. Like, planes are already at 35,000 feet, right? That's really high. And if you think about it, if you were to stand at the top of just a skyscraper building, which is, you know, comparatively not that tall, and drop a pebble down, you could, you know, kill somebody by dropping a pebble down from a top of a skyscraper. Just because of the acceleration that pebble's getting. It's basically going to hit somebody with like a force akin to a bullet. So like when you put it in orbit, you're talking about some crazy amounts of power. Like just insane levels of power, but like, yeah. Well, you know, you can't, like, with, oh, you mean the pebble with the skyscraper? I mean, it probably won't actually hit bullet level, but I mean, it will hurt like a son of a gun. You'll probably get some, you know, you'll get really hurt by it. But think about it though. Myth, the updraft negates the down air. No, you can definitely injure them. I mean, it wouldn't, okay. I exaggerated with the bullet thing. I know that, but still, yes, there's updraft. Yes, it's going to increase drag. It's still going to accelerate and it's still going to hurt a lot more than if you drop it from a lower height. Eventually reach terminal velocity. I mean, it could. What about a tungsten pebble? I mean, okay, so the thing about tungsten and the reason why they use it is because it's incredibly dense, right? Like, density matters here. So the material that you drop does matter. Because, like, you've seen people drop basketballs from skyscrapers and you've watched them, you know, hit terminal velocity because, like, they're pretty light, so they respond to the updraft a little bit differently than something that's pretty dense. A rock can't kill, but something heavy can. I mean, a rock that's made out of something really dense and heavy could. But you get the idea, right? "2010, they mentioned that the thing is mostly from Gurabad." Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right. I was looking at the visuals. I wasn't reading. Okay, so the thing about meteorites too is like a lot of them aren't necessarily like stone. Like if we were just to pick up like a normal stone on the side of the road, like that is not necessarily like the composition of a meteorite. A meteorite typically has a lot more metals in it, right? And metals tend to be a bit more dense. So like it, you know, you get the idea, right? I'm just using it as a comparison. The higher up you go, the more kinetic energy you're going to be able to generate on the way down. That's the idea. Is the Eternal Oasis and Iconium the same place? I don't know. I think the Eternal Oasis is a place in Iconium, or they're like close. Yeah, Florasian's putting it well. Without air resistance, a feather and a bowling ball fall at the same rate. That is true. You put things in a void, and that's kind of what happens. Anyway, You get the idea, right? My whole thing isn't exactly about being incredibly precise. It's about trying to make it easier to understand using comparisons. Especially if a concept is new, and I have no idea of knowing what you guys know and what you don't. So does that mean there should be records of Celestia changing its location? Yeah, but we already have that. Like, we know right now, we've been able to calculate that Celestia should currently be above Fontaine, but based on like murals in Dragonspine and Surumi Island and stuff, like it used to be over Dragonspine at one point. So we know it can move. Anyway. Yeah, again, we're working science fiction. We're working pretty theoretical too. So yeah, it's not practical. But we can basically say, but add magic. And now it's practical, right? Like, we can also do that. But anyway, I just wanted to point out that this is kind of probably what the Celestial Nails are based on. And I think that's ironic just because it is something that's used a lot in science fiction as a alien-style weapon or similar. And that it does have the nickname rods from God. Because it's basically like, that's what these are now. These are rods from the primordial god, and I find that hilarious. Based on when the Celestial Nail is now, do you think the Celestial Nail will drop on Fontaine, since you said in times past Celestia was above Dragonspine? No. But my reason for that has nothing to do with lore. It has everything to do with the fact that I don't believe that Genshin will destroy an area that they've already put in the game. Right? Like, they're not going to go through this trouble of rendering and building out this gorgeous city and then destroy it. They're not going to do that. Like, even with the Jade Chamber, they brought it back, right? Even though they destroyed it. So I don't think they like the idea of large temporary areas. The thing is you can do that in a normal game that has an ending. Not really a live service one so much, because once you've destroyed a city or a place, like, people can't go back to it. Like, you get locked out of a lot of stuff, right? So either they have to like put together a quest to rebuild the city, which kind of undoes all of the, you know, damage and impact that the nail would have had on the area. So either you have to rebuild the city, or you just have to live with the fact that people will never be able to see this beautiful thing again unless they restart an account. So I don't think they'll do that for that reason. It has nothing to do with lore. Which is unfortunate. Lex Ludho, thanks for the 2 months. Sorry I'm late. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. But yeah, again, the whole thing. The whole thing with Celestia on that island, it might not even be that island. It might be somewhere else, and that island is like a landing port kind of thing. So just there's a lot of unknowns right now. Like, I remember I've played a few games where they destroy a city, but like, I feel like you can only do that in a game when you've like given people a heads up that, oh, this is the point of no return. I just don't think they'll do it. Anyway, you get the idea. That was the twisties thing I wanted to talk about. I think that's all I have, though. There is a lot to unpack overall here, but I don't know if now is really the time. Like, a lot of this is just highly speculative. I think it's neat. What they're doing with the new enemies, though. I think that's cool. Any upcoming videos? Yep. Ayaka's outfit should be a teaser for Fontaine. I don't agree with you. The thing about Ayaka's outfit, where is it? Hang on, let's pull up Ayaka's outfit. I do want to talk about it a little bit, and then I gotta go. Oh my god, is it like not even in here? Where did they not put the skins in the friggin' thing at the end here? Do I have to like go back to the live stream to see it? If so, that's annoying. Oh, overflowing mastery event. I should have put that on the bingo card. Oh well. Oh wait, there it is. I see it. All right. Here's the thing about Ayaka's thing. All right. This is not a Fontaine reference. All right. There was a period in Japan that was post-war where they were opening up, and there was a very huge push for Westernization. And you were seeing a lot of, clothing-wise, you were seeing a lot of traditional Japanese clothing right next to Western-style suits and dresses and hats and everything else. And Ayaka's outfit here is very, very, very indicative of that period. And so is Ayato's normal outfit. That combination between a suit and a kimono, that's not traditional, like, at all. As far as I know, like, a kimono suit does not really exist. Like, it wasn't a historical thing. But what he's representing is that moment where Western style suits were becoming as common as Japanese style hakamas and kimonos and everything else, right? Like, that's what he's referencing. So that's also what she's referencing here. So she's not a Fontaine teaser. That's not a very French outfit either. So there's that. I don't think they said it was inspired by Fontaine. That would be I would be very surprised if they did that. But yeah. Did they? At 29:45? Why do you guys know the timestamps for that? What is wrong with you? I still think that's really weird. This looks way less like a Fontaine style thing and way more like Meiji Restoration period. It's pretty French. Did you see the boots? Those boots are not French. You see those all over Europe in that time period. What are you talking about? I mean, I guess if you want to put it another way, I guess if you were to say, if I was to stretch it, you could say that Fontaine would represent the West in this case, since they are all about the industrialization process, and that's why it's opening up. But still, would I recommend Homa or Sitao? Oh, geez, I don't play Hu Tao. I think Hu Tao C1's probably easier and cheaper to get. Thank you for the super chat, though. Weapon banners are kind of a scam, so unless you also want simulacra, I wouldn't go for the weapon banner. It's going to be easier to get C1 than Homa. But yeah, I guess because Fontaine would be an industrialized nation, that would kind of make sense. But historically speaking, I still say Meiji Restoration period makes more sense to me. Fontaine represents Industrial Revolution, not France, I guess. Well, again, none of these countries technically represent just one country. Like, none of these nations are just one country, not even Liwa. Right? Because China, kind of a point of contention, China isn't technically one country, one culture. It's an amalgamation of a lot of Asian cultures that have kind of sort of united under the banner of China, for lack of a better term. And that's also like a discussion I am not going to go into right now. But like, if you just look into like the different subsections of modern China, you'll see like they were their own thing. And even then, they're still incorporating a lot of surrounding areas in that way. And Japan too, to a degree. But yeah, like Mondstadt isn't entirely Germany. Inazuma, shockingly, isn't entirely Japan. Sumeru is not one country. I was gonna pick a country, and I was like, I can't pick one country. It's like 30. So it makes sense that Fontaine represents like more of Europe than just France, you know. Yeah, it does seem to represent more of like a generic time period, and then a generic, not a generic, general time period plus a general location on the map. Yeah, different periods of time too. There's more to it than that too. I would actually argue that Mondstadt isn't Germany at all. But that's a discussion for another day. As a Bulgarian, I hope Snezhnaya represents all Slavic countries. I will be surprised if it doesn't. I think that makes more sense to me. But yeah, it's more difficult to pinpoint than just saying, oh, this is one country, this is another country. You can't really do that. Even Conria is going to be a fair mix of what it is. Although that would be kind of interesting. Will Baltic countries be included though? I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you. Like, I don't even think they're going to include anything when it comes to North America. I think like Natlan, for example, is going to be Central and South mostly, and maybe some southern portions of North America, but like generally probably not touching North America at all. So I think that'll get ignored. They're probably not going to touch on like Iceland and Greenland, and you know, I don't think they're going to go that in depth. I think they're just picking key points and then basing some nations off of them. So I don't think we're going to get like a perfect global representation. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. Norse for Conrian? No, shockingly. I think there will be some Norse in Conria, but I'm going to argue that I don't think that's going to be the predominant inspiration for it, but I'm not going to talk about the rest of it right now. We do have ideas for what Conria will be based off of, but I am not going to talk about it on this stream. Well, Celestia, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if Celestia will be a region. Who knows? Bit of a tangent, but I think you mentioned that Seelie is a Welsh term for fairy. I was wondering where you got that from. As far as I know, it seems to be more of a Gaelic term. Yeah, it can be Gaelic. The sources I've read say Welsh. But I don't know that it's that easy to track. But I could see where it could be Gaelic. Like, etymologically speaking. Anyway. Rob Biller, thanks for the super chat. Before you go, I was wondering how you're enjoying the card game. I am not really enjoying it, and as a long-term addition, it's a bit disappointing to me. Thank you for all the hard work. I like it. honestly. I think it's a pretty good card game. It's a little tricky to get your head around. I think it needs some optimization, but like as a first draft for a card game with no balancing or anything so far, I think it's actually quite good. It's not, I don't think it's ever going to reach the levels of complexities of like Hearthstone or Magic or even Yu-Gi-Oh! Or scratch that, even Pokemon, but like, I mean, it's a decent mode. I think it's not that difficult to get through if all you want is to just speedrun Primo Gems. But I also think there's some nice levels of depth in it if you really like trading card games and want to play PvP. So I think overall it's pretty decent. I'm not nearly as engrossed in it as some of my fellow content creators. But that's also just due to the fact that I have many other things I need to do first. So we'll see. We'll see. But again, like, it's not the primary game mode of this game, right? Like it's a side mode that you can kind of play for fun as like some extra stuff to do if you're resinless. It's peak resinless behavior in Genshin, honestly. I think it's along the same vein as a teapot. It's not Animal Crossing, but it kind of scratches the same itch. It's not Hearthstone, but it kind of scratches the same itch all in one game. It's like that. Me dueling other streamers at TCG when no, that's not gonna happen. I'm not at that level. I just play for fun during meetings sometimes. Don't tell my boss. Did I get the bingo? No, I didn't. No bingo for me. No bingo for me. Again, I am 0 for how many of these have I done now? 5? Oh boy. That's pretty bad. Yeah, you know, that is one thing. I think the TCG game is the best mode to play on phone. I find it really hard to play on PC. I don't like the wide interface for it. It does not work at all on controller. I mean, like, it works. It's just, it's so uncomfortable on controller, but it's very nice and comfy on the phone. The controls are nice and flexible. It's easy to like pick up a quick game, play it, and then put the phone down and like go do something else. So I like it for that too. So that's nice. That's nice. But yeah, anyway, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by, for participating in the stream with me, and I hope to see you guys soon. I've got a couple more videos coming. I have 3 in production right now. I have 4 in production right now. That's a lie. I have 4 in production. Oh no. Oh no. I have a lot to do before 3.4 shows up. But yeah, sorry for the technical glitches. I thought it was my fault. I'm being told it wasn't my fault, but either way, I'm sorry those happened, and glad you're here anyway. So take care, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time.